great to have you with us. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Kelly Oubre, George out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Luka Doncic, LeBron James out there with Connect. Then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's Reeves in at the two-guard position. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now here's Doncic. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like they'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
As always, Allie, we thank you. So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by Los Angeles. Count it.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
James deciding where to go with it. Pulls up. Again, the Lakers.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Hayes. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Oubre. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. James passes to Doncic. James, a screen on Oubre. Back to James. Driving to the basket. Ooh, basket interference.
No basket.
Here's Maxey. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Gordon, the pass to Maxey. Knocks it loose. George against James. Embiid, a screen on James. Nice shot by George.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Now here's Reeves. And here's Connect outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Now, here is James. Hayes for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Embiid. James against Oubre. Back to Embiid. James Reeves with a steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Doncic feeling it out a bit. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
The Sixers leading. Outside Maxey. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
5 ticks left now in the first quarter. Just 3 on the clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Connect is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Back to Reeves. Fades and shoots. And it's Doncic missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
George outside. Maxey against Reeves. Maxey passes to George. Fires in the triple. George has got 11 points.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. Maxey against Reeves. Now here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Great open look there. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
For 3, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Reeves finds James. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The 76ers making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
The offensive rebound. Embiid, the layup off target.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And here's Reeves outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. 5 points in the game.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid. For 3. Back to Lowry. Pass to Embiid. Now here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Gordon. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers.
76ers substitution. Number 5.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Doncic with it. He's got 5. Pass to James. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Embiid, a screen on Doncic. And here's Embiid. And here's Oubre from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Oubre's got 6 points.
The big man draws so much attention, so Embiid takes advantage of that and finds an open teammate.
Beyond the arc. James can't get it to go. The Sixers lead by 10. Lowry with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Kicks it to George. Launches it. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
From deep, Reeves. A 3, James. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
And he's going for the oop here. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Outside Oubre. Screen by Embiid. From the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Oubre's got 8 here in this quarter. 24 seconds left in the second. Now here's Doncic. He's got 5. Right wing. George against James. 6 on the shot clock. Hits it from the high post. He's got 12. It's George on the wing. No good on the buzzer beater. And so that's the end of the first half. The Sixers on top. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Andre Drummond, Kyle Lowry out there with Edwards. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Philadelphia leading by 12. To the inside.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense. He checks all the boxes.
Kyle Lowry.
Here's Vincent. Outside Finney-Smith. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Lowry.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
And here is Maxey. He's got 15. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Drummond. Out left to the wing. Yabusele. Three-pointer, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Vanderbilt. Vincent up top. And here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 17.
Not just a perimeter threat now. Maxey very adept at converting in close, too.
Finney-Smith passes to Vincent. Left side, Finney-Smith. Inside. Hachimura with room to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
For three, Maxey. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Goodwin. Banked it in off the glass. Goodwin's gotten his first points in this one.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Drummond with the screen. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Boy, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in.
First team foul. 76er substitution.
Now here's Vincent. He's guarded by Lowry.
Kyle
Vincent passes to Goodwin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Vincent. 4 on the clock. Finney Smith's shot is off. And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Drummond with the screen. Lets the three fly. Goes back up. Hachimura with a rebound. Here's Grimes. Lowry surveys the D. Drummond with the screen. From deep. The kick out to Edwards. Drummond passes to Edwards. Over Hachimura. Here's Yabusele. He's marked by Finney Smith. Pass to Grimes. The three is up. The shot off that time. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Finney Smith. Nails it from beyond the arc. Finney Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
That is Finney Smith's signature shot. He loves that spot in the corner.
Good on the bucket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Hachimura, the pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Finney Smith. Pass to Hachimura. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Sixers. To the inside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers ball. Coming onto the floor for 76ers, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Kelly Oubre Jr.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Goodwin. And so it's Philadelphia in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right.
Here it is, fans.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lakers trail by 13. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's Connect. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot. Manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
George outside. Three-pointer. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
James outside. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers lead by 14. For three, Gordon. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Gordon's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
James, and it's blocked by Embiid. They double-team George. Fires the 3. Embiid can't hit.
You know, No wonder he's been off the mark. I think he's been a little bit too much in the background, uninvolved so far tonight.
James against Gordon. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
Gets the three to fall. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Embiid is screen on Doncic. Lowry, no good. Lakers trail by 17. Outside Reeves. Pass to Hayes. Back to Reeves. Hayes with a screen on Gordon. Clock at 6. Here's Reeves. It's good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The Sixers lead by 15. Outside Oubre. Now here's Embiid. Takes a three. James with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Embiid. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in. Embiid passes to George. Back to Embiid. Here's the three. On target from range. And the 76ers lead by 18.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Over to the left wing. Back to James. Pass to connect. James against George. Shoots a fadeaway. Rejected by George.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too.
The Sixers lead by 18. Maxey surveys. From outside, off the mark. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the 76ers.
It seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Hayes finds James. Back to Hayes. And here's James. George defending. James, a good look. And again, it's the Lakers. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. For three, Maxey. The Sixers with another miss. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to connect. Let's go with a three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. George outside. And here's Embiid. George outside. The three. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
respect that.
crowd movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
On the wing, Reeves. James a screen on Lillard. Reeves, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
From deep, James. Milwaukee with the rebound. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Now Lillard, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, good on the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Hachimura with it. Lillard picks him up. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And it's all about getting to the right spot. And Hachimura did just that in transition.
Giannis outside. Good, nice job down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the rejection by Giannis. From deep, LeBron. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. James in the post. Antetokounmpo defending. Can't get the reverse flush. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak. A multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
At the line for
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Lillard with the bucket.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Doncic against Jackson. LeBron passes to Doncic. Antetokounmpo against James. Over Giannis. And again, the Lakers no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Jackson misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 2. LeBron can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Doncic. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Lillard surveying the D. Lets it go from deep. Cranes the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Hayes. Still without a basket. James kicks to Hachimura. Screen by James. 6 to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
It's such a determined scorer. When challenging the defense, Kuzma won't take no for an answer.
James against Giannis. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
We've got Luka Doncic. Jackson Hayes is out there with James. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Outside Portis. Jackson looking around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 12. Reeves the pass to LeBron. Hayes with it. Pass to Doncic. Now here is Hachimura. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hachimura's got 5.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
DA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. Lillard again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
James kicks to Hachimura. From downtown, a rebound by the Bucks.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. And a wide open look for Portis. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Here's LeBron. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Here's Doncic.
And Antetokounmpo's size, no doubt a huge factor, a master at getting up to block shots.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And a wide open look for Porter. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Hayes. Reeves outside. This one for three. And the Lakers with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 13. From deep, Green. They get it back. Prince, second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Prince has got his first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's James outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Porter passes to Trent. Lopez a screen. Trent can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Down low, here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. On the wing, Green. Scoreless thus far. Lopez a screen. Three-pointer. Green, no luck. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Gary Trent. Trent's out there with Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle.
Mercy. Watch out. Kevin Porter Jr. coming through with a nasty deuce.
To the wing right side. Here's Vincent. And the three ball is good. Vincent's got 5. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
There's just enough space for him to get to the rim, and look, the finish, yeah, that was flawless.
Now here's Goodwin, defended by Trent. Goodwin passes to Finney-Smith. Five to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Fires the three. Here's Vanderbilt. Connect with it. Working on Green. And Connect gets it to go.
The jumper from Connect is pretty. No matter where he takes it from.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Here's Finney-Smith. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Prince looking around. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Finney-Smith beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Porter kicks to Lopez. Back to Porter from deep three-point land. Prince wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Lakers trail by 7. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Vincent misses. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lopez outside. Over Vincent. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Goodwin passes to Vanderbilt. Trent with it. Nothing on the board. Over Vanderbilt. A rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 9. And here's Trent. Outside Prince. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Prince. That time on the assist from Porter. Prince has got 7.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Goodwin with it. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Goodwin. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. From deep, Prince. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks lead by 12.
Let's hear it, fans.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Bucks, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Connect. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Vincent in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thanks, David. James finds Doncic. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Doncic passes to James. Looking to end his cold spell. Oh, a big move by LeBron.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Pass to James. Hachimura with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from 14. Bucks leading by 11. Out to Kuzma. And the flush by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
LeBron a screen on Jackson. To the middle. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Takes a three. Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bucks.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
On the wing, Doncic. Doncic knocks in the three.
And it's so hard to take away the three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Lillard misses. Lakers trail by 13. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. James with a powerful jam.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Here's Lillard. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by James.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Hachimura. For three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's James. LeBron goes on the attack.
For such a big dude, all he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and LeBron is going to be hanging on that rim.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron, taken away by Hayes. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. James, the pass to Doncic. The tray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to James. Doncic outside. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Bucks. Left side, Antetokounmpo. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kuzma outside. Kicks it out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Taken away by Hayes. Doncic finds James. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Portis. Three-pointer, Lillard. It drops. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they... David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
tonight, we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's Oubre. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid can't hit. Here's Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. The shot by Lillard, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, a dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Knocks down the long J. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Now the defense now better pay attention. If Giannis is hitting threes, those pickup points have to become higher.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, BA, there's a reason why I'm over here in the suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Oubre on the wing. Fires for 3. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. Maxey surveys. Here's Yabusele. 4-3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
Oubre on the wing. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Give him 8.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Lillard. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Portis outside. Out to Lillard. Shoots. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Total lack of hesitation. Lillard trusting his selections completely.
And Maxey, here we go. The shot's good. Maxey's got 6.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Into the lane. And a nice finish on the layup.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Outside Maxey. Sinks the tray.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Jackson pass to Portis. Lillard against George. Now Now here's Lillard. He's closely guarded. Here's Jackson. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The shot by Lillard, no good. It's George on the wing. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
You can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Lillard passes to Jackson. Rebound by Philadelphia. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma finds Lillard. This one for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
The Bucks trail. Jackson with room to fire. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
Pass to Embiid. Yabusele. Philadelphia with another miss. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Lillard looking around. The kick out to Kuzma. Shoots over Oubre. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
George, a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
Pass to Kuzma. Launches a 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers leading. George outside. Maxey on the wing. Defended by Lillard. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Fast break, Philadelphia. George for 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Here's Maxey. The Bucks getting their last shot to go.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. George outside. Right side, Oubre. Back to George. George, a screen on Lillard. George outside. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Oubre passes to George. George, a screen on Lillard. Pass to Embiid. And here's Embiid. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
27 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. There's 25 seconds left in the second period. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
An open look for Portis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
George's shot is good.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Philadelphia on top. Up 3. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
You're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Edwards. He's out there with Eric Gordon. Andre Drummond is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Porter against Lowry. 5 on the clock. Going inside. Here's Drummond. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Green against Gordon. Lopez, the screen. And it's Green missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Edwards slams it in.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more. But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Pass to Drummond, to the wing, right side. It's stolen by Trent. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Prince finds Green, picked by Prince for the lead. Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Lowry surveys the D. Now here's Drummond. Drummond, a screen on Trent. Back to Drummond. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Now here's Trent. Not a lot of room. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
The Sixers trailing. Lowry outside. Now here's Drummond. Drummond with the screen. The kick out to Edwards. And And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist by Edwards.
Yeah, Drummond's going to go right back up into that physical play, and he's still going to finish strong.
Green for three. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
They set a pick. It's Edwards on the wing. Gordon with a screen on Prince. Edwards, a pass to Grimes. Lets it fly. Edwards, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Porter from outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 1:24 left to play in the third. Gordon against Prince. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Trent. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Edwards. And another miss by Milwaukee. For Philadelphia, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Drummond, a screen on Porter. Lowry against Porter. Pass to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 2. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Prince, guarded by Edwards. Prince against Edwards. Fires from deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Lowry against Porter. Drummond with the screen. For 3, Lowry hits the trifecta. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead. The 3 from Prince. It's good.
Can he get it off in time?
It counts at the buzzer.
That's a feel good.
Wow. Make no mistake, that's a big
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Philadelphia on top, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court right now for the Bucks. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in its center. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Maxey. The 3 hits the 3-pointer.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. Superb scorer who plays to his strength.
For 3, here's Lillard. And he can't get that one. The Sixers lead by 7. Here's Yabusele. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Lillard. Portis the screen. Shot to stop the run.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love him.
Maxey against Portis. Pass to Embiid from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Lillard. Whoa! Damian Lillard! Serious hops.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Maxey against Lillard. Embiid, a screen on Lillard. And Maxey, here we go. Yabusele drills it from deep.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
The Bucks trail by 8. Jackson down low. Maxey covering. The 3 is up. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Embiid, a screen on Jackson. For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Jackson on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And it's Lillard. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Lillard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out to the right wing. Back to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. Maxey attacking. Antetokounmpo with the block. And he recovers it. 4 on the clock. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Sixers ball.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Embiid, a screen on Lillard. Over to the wing. Embiid passes to Oubre. Now Maxey. They set the pick. Back to Oubre. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch and shoot chances. Knocks it down.
For 3, here's Lillard. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They get the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Lillard finds Portis. Back to Lillard. Oh, George with a steal. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go. Here's Portis. It's tipped. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Antetokounmpo for 3, and he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Jump shot looking like it's coming around now for Giannis.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Maxey against Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. The Sixers with another miss. So this one belongs to the 76ers. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans.
Los Angeles, you've got Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's LeBron James. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. And for Philadelphia, they've got Paul George. Maxey out there with Gordon. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
It's good. Nice touch there for Maxey.
Maxey making sure to get that shot off, a quality shot in time. Great poise.
Pass to LeBron. Vanderbilt setting the pick for James. And the 3 off target. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now here is Hachimura. Reeves finds James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. All sorts of time, and the jumper falls for him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And here is Hachimura after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Off target from outside. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Oubre kicks to Maxey. Back to Oubre. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
LeBron a screen on Gordon. Hachimura the pass to Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. Embiid with the steal. Oubre for 3. George sets a screen for Oubre. Clock at 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Lakers trail by 9. Hachimura kicks to Vanderbilt. Now here's Doncic. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Embiid with the screen on Doncic.
2 minutes.
Maxey on the wing. Vanderbilt defending. Embiid the screen. And it's George missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hachimura setting the pick for James. There's the drive.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the basket by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one falls.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
The 76ers lead. Maxey with it, defended by Reeves. Gordon with a screen on Hachimura. Here's Oubre. Lays it up off the glass. Oubre's got 5.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. James sets the screen for Hachimura. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
And here's the fast break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Ball's knocked loose. It's all tied in Philadelphia. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Pulls it from the elbow. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside for George. Back to Oubre. At the elbow, it's George. George sets a screen for Embiid. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Los Angeles ball.
The Lakers trail. Here's Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Oubre. Doncic finds James. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Embiid with it. He's picked up by James. George with the screen on Doncic. Outside for George. Driving inside. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Back to Maxey. Out to the right wing. Embiid wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead. Now here is Hachimura. He's tightly guarded. Here's LeBron. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Maxey, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Luka Doncic. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
From downtown. Oh, Doncic from way outside.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Maxey attacking. Nice D from Doncic.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Driving the lane. Grimes with the bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now Now here's Hachimura. He's guarded closely. LeBron dishes to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Hachimura penetrating. And the layup is good. Hachimura's got 5 now.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Maxey.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Doncic. He's got 5. James, a screen on Oubre. The 3 for Doncic. To the paint. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
George with the screen on Doncic. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Lakers passing it around. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. 6 to shoot. Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Goes back up. Here's Vanderbilt. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Embiid. Embiid owns the lane.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They're measuring up that shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Vincent. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Connect. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Len in at the center position. And the dunk by Len.
Good read that time from Finney-Smith. So reliable at getting it to his teammates.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Boy, a little contact will not deter Drummond. I mean, he gets physical right back and finishes strong.
Going inside. Tries again. Len passes to Goodwin. Gordon inside. And Edwards slams it in.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Len with a screen on Gordon. And stolen by Gordon. 90 seconds now into the second half. Drummond sets the screen for Gordon. Len with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Len with a screen on Edwards. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lowry gets to Yabusele. Now connect. He has yet to score. Gets an open look and hits.
Love the high release on connect jump shot.
The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Lowry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Yabusele passes to Drummond. Drummond sets the screen for Edwards. Shoots over connect. Lowry kicks to Gordon. Over Vincent. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that.
First team foul. At the line for the Lakers,
The officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this was the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on. Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
Good on the second free throw. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Glenn, a screen. Here's Finney Smith. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia leading by 9. Outside Lowry. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Cuts off the pass. Glenn kicks to Finney Smith. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Finney Smith a threat both under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
Drummond with it. Now guarded by Lane. No one covered. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Vincent. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Lowry can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 8. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And Len has it in the corner. Pass to connect. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Lane with the block. They recover it. Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Drummond's got 6 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be...
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. They've got Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Lakers trail by 13. The 3 for Doncic. The triple. Doncic.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge triple.
Pass to Embiid. Takes the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
The three for Doncic. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 13. 76ers moving the ball around. Vanderbilt with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Offensive rebound. From deep, Reeves. On the wing, Reeves. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, James. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. And that one's good. Maxi's got 5 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here's Reeves outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Reeves has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid with the screen on Doncic. Embiid dishes to Oubre. Driving in.
Oh, man.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
When Maxey is clicking on all cylinders, he is a tough guy to slow down.
And there's the drive. Vanderbilt kicks to James. Doncic outside. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Grimes passes to Oubre. Embiid against LeBron. George dishes to Oubre. George with the screen on Doncic. 5 on the clock. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Reeves the pass to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And stolen by James. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Here's Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Embiid sets the pick for George. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 19. James misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And again, no good by the Lakers. The deep 3 from George. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won it. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
typically means you'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Jared Vanderbilt out there with LeBron James. Then it's Connect. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Reeves in at the 2. And here's Connect outside. Giannis with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Lillard against Reeves. This one for 3. And it's Lillard with the 3.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Lillard. From downtown. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Now the Lakers moving it up. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Doncic finds James. Back to Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Here's Lillard, tipped. Outside Reeves. James with the ball, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Shot's good by James.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Jackson on the wing. Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. Lillard fires away from way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Kuzma for 3. He can't get it to go. Pass to James. To the paint. Here's Reeves. Here's Connect. Vanderbilt with it. James outside. Clock at 2. And here's Doncic outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. Doncic has got 5 points.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react. With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Now Reeves. No points so far. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score. I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Doncic finds Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt with a screen. Over on Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Portis.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Offline with a three. And there's James from the arc. Again, the miss by James. Here's Antetokounmpo. James with the block. No good there. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Lillard. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lillard's got 8.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few.
Wow! LeBron making some noise.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo! What a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Down low. Here's James. Rebound, Milwaukee.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Oh, look at Giannis power in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And James puts up a deep 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 5 points in the quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Lillard. Doncic grabs the miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Trent, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The Bucks trail by 5. Trent with room to shoot. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Lakers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Goodwin passes to Finney-Smith. And the three-pointer goes. Finney-Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Prince with the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Trent goes in. And he throws it down with one hand.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Prince finds Green. The three is up. The Lakers with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Hachimura. Vincent outside. Porter with the steal. It's Prince on the wing from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Here's Hachimura. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Kevin Porter. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
Prince can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. Finney Smith passes to Hayes. The three. Nice shot by Finney Smith. Finney Smith's got 9 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Trent. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. Goodwin passes to Hayes. Hachimura from long range. Vincent outside. Pass to Finney Smith. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Out to Hachimura. Here's Goodwin. Let's go with a 3. No good on the shot. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. Here's Vincent. Counted from distance. Vincent's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Picked by Prince. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Goodwin. The Lakers lead by 8. Hachimura left side. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, speedy transition play by Porter. Getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Finney Smith. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
You're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
Los Angeles leading by 4. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And there's a pick. Pass to Vanderbilt. James outside. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's Milwaukee now. 7-point differential. Doncic against Lillard. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Reeves against Lillard. Kicks it to Doncic. Shoots over Jackson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 9. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Antetokounmpo inside. Check by James. Lillard against Reeves. Back to Kuzma. Up and in on the layup. And now just a 3-point Laker lead.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Doncic outside. James outside. Back to Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Doncic passes to James. Shot clock at 3. Portis with the steal. Kuzma outside. Lillard outside. 1:03 left in the third. Portis with a screen on Reeves. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 16.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting the title, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Jackson. Here's Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers. Here's Lillard. He's got 16. Antetokounmpo, left side. Portis, the pass to Lillard. Portis with a screen on Doncic. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And another miss by Milwaukee. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to connect. There's the triple. It's James on the wing. Over Antetokounmpo. A rare miss for him.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And the game's still close. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard finds Portis. Lillard looking around. Just 5 on the clock. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Luka. The rebound by Jackson. And stolen by Reeves. Pass to James. And there's the drive. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. James, a screen on Kuzma. And here's Connect outside. They get it back.
You just got to love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Lillard outside. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
The Lakers trail. Doncic outside. The shake. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Well, Milwaukee shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Oh, he is so confident with the ball in his hands. Giannis can practically make magic happen.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them. There's no debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw no good.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Here's James. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Portis for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Oh, stolen by Lillard. And he's all alone. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Fast hands pay off for Lillard. He nets the steal and instantly gets the fast break going.
Knocked loose and stolen by Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Kuzma. The 3, here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard with a deep 3.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
They get it back. Pass to Connect. Over Kuzma. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Lillard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Austin Reeves picks one up.
And just too good of a shooter for the D not to react to Lillard's pump fake.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. Out to the right wing. And here's Connect outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Lillard against Reeves. Lillard outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Can they get it? And Connect gets it to go on the assist from James.
A huge bucket for the youngster. Dalton Connect. Ice water in those veins.
Lillard against Doncic. Kuzma, the pass to Lillard. Launches a three. Connects from downtown. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
For 3, here's Lillard. And they'll get another chance. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. So Milwaukee wins it. This one was in the alley. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele, and it's Maxey in at the guard position. It's rebounded by Portis.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Yabusele passes to George. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Bucks. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, the Bucks head coach and I were able to talk. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Maxey into the lane.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
And they pick up 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard against Oubre. Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Here's Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. George with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They grab their own miss. Here's Giannis. Another shot. Can't get the layup. They get a hand on it. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Connects from three-point range. Giannis has got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense now better pay attention. If Giannis is hitting threes, those pickup points have to become higher.
Here's Oubre. Oh!
That's a big-time throwdown, and Oubre can really fly.
Lillard attacking. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Unbelievable all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
Now George, following the three-point attempt by Giannis. Shoots the 3, and George is good for 3. 5 points in the game.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Oubre. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Yabusele. He has yet to score. Oubre gets to Yabusele. Oubre against Lillard. Oubre passes to Yabusele. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Portis. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bucks lead by. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second one.
Great concentration in close. Damian Lillard, an effective 3-level scorer.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. From way outside, Joel Embiid.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis flies the other way.
And Giannis continuing to look for the mid-range, showing his confidence.
Here's Embiid in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Pass to Portis. Here's Lillard. Back to Portis. Here's Kuzma. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like when he finds the open man, and so do they.
Embiid with it. Maxey on the wing. Covered by Lillard. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. To the wing right side. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Jackson misses. The 76ers trail by 5. Down low. Here's Yabusele.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy. Embiid always ready to deliver. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Maxey. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Bucks leading by 3. There's Jackson with the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
And the whistle blows. Is going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Milwaukee on D. Oh, that's offensive interference. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now.
Substitution on the court.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Porter finds Trent. Now Porter. Prince the screen. Launches a three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, a good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Embiid with it. Now George for the three. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Joel Embiid.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Maxey kicks to Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Porter. Here's Maxey. Takes it off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. Drummond with a screen on Green. Gordon with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
He hits the second from the line. Milwaukee's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Lowry against Porter. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Lets it go with the 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top, up 4. And now, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Drummond. Gordon is out there with Edwards. Then there's Lowry. And it's Grimes in its shooting guard. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Drummond with a screen on Prince. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the 76ers. Prince with a screen on Gordon. Green, the pass to Prince. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail. Stolen by Prince. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And it's Lowry penetrating. That one falls.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Edwards. Gordon with a screen on Prince. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Prince kicks to Green. Launches it. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Porter against Lowry. For the tie, down to 5 on the shot clock. Good as the jump shot falls. Lowry's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. On the wing, Porter. Lowry covering. Green against Gordon. Shots good by Green. And the Bucks lead by 2. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, it's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Lowry, good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Lopez from long range. No good that time. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. So it's the Bucks now. And here's the break. Porter outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is how you execute in transition. Porter Jr. enjoys leaking out and running all over the defense.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. The 76ers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Giannis against Maxey. For the lead. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Maxey's got 11.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Oubre outside. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Maxey. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the paint. Portis kicks to Kuzma. Jackson against Maxey. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. Jackson misses. The 76ers lead. Here's Embiid.
Milwaukee foul. Jackson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Embiid. And that one's good. Lillard.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
And the 76ers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Maxey, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Giannis sets a screen for Jackson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Portis. Just 2 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Portis not afraid from the mid-range. That's where he can do some work.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Bobby Portis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Embiid with a screen on Jackson. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Shot on the wing. Giannis, no good.
Yeah, it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he's good on the second.
Taking 3 shots.
And he makes all 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Fires the 3. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Jackson against Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And the 3 off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Oubre against Kuzma. A 3 from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
George against Lillard. Giannis a screen on George. It's good. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. From deep, George, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Lillard with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Embiid sets the pick for George. From outside the arc, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lillard scanning the floor. Driving the lane. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. You can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Kuzma inside. He's covered by Max. Shot clock at 5. Here is Lillard. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent.